Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. The more I think about it, the more okay I am with the decision I made at the end of the last episode. It doesn't really sound fun to me to be the leader of the coven, and I think that saying that Dahlia and her program will lead to the dissolution of the coven, I really do believe that that is a kind, gentle way for the coven to meet its end, which is inevitable at this point. So I'm okay with it. I got real upset with myself at the end of the last episode, but I'm okay with the choice I made. I'm okay with the direction the story is going in. Okay. What chapter is this? I don't remember. It's called Pandemonium, though. The Arbiter says, "Please wait here. Eugenia will be here in a minute." What is this? Am I dead? Ha, no, don't worry. You're not dead at all. I'm guessing this is right after Fortuna ascended. She's not wearing a witch hat or anything. I shouldn't say a lot more, though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Eugenia is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. A what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything is going to be all right. I must go, just get comfortable. But, bye! Oh, I'm excited to meet Eugenia. We've heard so much about her. Oh. Oh, we're in point-and-click adventure mode, aren't we? Chair or fire? Or window? Let's look out the window. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? Oh, so warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway with those fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? Any other points of interest? No, just the chair. Just get comfortable. Ugh, my clothes are still wet. And how did this much sand get under my swimsuit? Shit, I still have the keys to the food truck on me. I hope Eva and Patrice managed to get back home okay. Oh, over here. A blanket? This place makes me want to read tarot. The air smells like nothing I've smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too. Lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear. It's excitement. Oh no. I feel like I never want to go home. Oh. She's so pretty. Oh my god. I love you already. What? Relax. I'm here to look after you. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. This is something good, I promise. Dear. Huh, very observant. My kin are what human witches call deer folk. Oh! Like the deer folk paladin. They're an arcana that we have. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. 32 cycles left. Oh. What's this? Is this our war room? Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. The most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being older than time who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? Can't you grant wishes without a price? Aren't you and Fortuna friends at this point? Yeah, I love Fortuna, but the cosmic wheel needs its offering in order for my magic to work. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it if we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surpass your expectations, oh dominant sister. Which grimoire of clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Let's check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. The Dream Ball, ooh. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Like clicking on a visitor in Roller Coaster Tycoon and getting their real-time opinions on your roller coasters. That was the first thought that popped into my head. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting your strategies as the race progresses. Wow. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents will, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathies, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I added some men's runes to filter vote intention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. You not only need their votes, but you also plan on becoming their leader, so you better take responsibility and do some studying. Luckily for you, as the founder of the Cosmic Gazette, I know a fair amount about the idiosyncrasies of our coven. I wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go and do some studying. Do I really have to? Come on, it's not that much. But suit yourself, you can just try and wing it if you prefer. Okay. Now, about how we're gonna operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there, being exiled and all. But we will act as your will outside this room. Just let us know what you want us to do, and we'll set out to do so. It could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind that these tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Oh god, this is like a management sim now. Ugh. Yuck. Understood. But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Let's conquer all. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course, it was a figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. Conquest, defeating my rivals. Nice. Remember those articles on the Cosmic Gazette you dislike so much? Like 12 objects of power that'll make your life easier? Well, as it happens, number 5 will shock you. Here. The Conqueror's Medal. It's a cursed object of power, but I guess the time's called for its use. It will hinder the efforts of your opponents and will increase the effectiveness on your actions taken against them. That's just perfect, no mercy. This is what you wanted, Fortuna. That's it, shark mentality. What about it being cursed, though? I mean, it's cursed, but not forbidden. Maybe some ghosts will come and torment you after the race, but we'll deal with them, no sweat. Huh, sure? Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. Alright, tasks. Okay. Novices like Dahlia and Jasmine a little more. What are producers? So this is the count of the people. The producers like Jasmine the most. Maybe they're people who like make magical items like Jasmine's leaves. Warriors love Dahlia, not surprising. Oh, they love Dahlia. Explorers like Dahlia. Academics like Jasmine. Oracles like me. Okay. Alright. So I can click on... Okay, go back to the war room. No one in the door. Okay. So... I'd like you to... look for allies and opportunities. Nice, I have some ideas in mind already. See you in a few cycles. Okay, so Patrice is orange, I guess. And Abramar, you jig up dirt. Heh, turning invisible may prove useful for this. Let me see what I can find, I'll be back. And Abramar is red, okay. Ooh, we got someone waiting for us. Should I do some studying and learn what some of those, subsets of witches are? I mean, I might as well. I'm curious to know what, let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic, novices. Oh, it's not going to give me a choice, it's just going to read all of them to me. The freshly ascended witches in training that still haven't found their calling. Though bear in mind how time works in this immortal society. Some novices find their place in the first few years, but some others may take decades. You don't need the approval of anyone to stop being a novice and join the ranks of the producers, academics, or explorers. On the other hand, warriors require tests first, and to become an oracle, as you're well aware, another oracle needs to dream about you, so I'm an oracle. Strategy guide. The novices are usually pushed around by the rest of the witches, so they welcome any initiative that increases their rights and opportunities. Okay. We read one. Now let's go talk to a friend. I've not seen this familiar before. Ooh, have we always had a crystal ball on the table? Oh, that's the dream ball or whatever it's called, isn't it? Oh, Witch Fortuna. I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our coven is about to experience. Kind regards, Cupressa, the historian witch. Sure, I'll meet you. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, she's so cool. Hello. I am Cupressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. That is so kind of you. I'm sorry that you had to come all the way here. There are still 800 years of exile left in the sentence Adana cast over me. I'm well aware. Adana often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh wow, I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? I love how... I don't know if the mushrooms are supposed to be like her ears or earrings. Either way, I love them. They look so cool. To form my own judgment. Adana was right. You should fear me too. I don't trust her. She's an old witch. I do fear you. Even more now that I've seen your first genuine reaction. There's something about you inevitable, like a forest fire. And no matter its intentions, fire is fire. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. Get out of my house immediately. Typical human reaction. Not an attitude that will reflect well on your character. I will make sure everyone knows what to expect from a short-tempered leader such as yourself. Goodbye. Okay, we might have screwed that up, but... Okay, so Patrice is back. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Menaka, head of explorers. That's not a real position in the Coven, it's an honorific title she got from the rest of the explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Menaka roams the outer edges of the known universe, mapping every star and planet. She even developed a shape-shifting orrery that keeps track of any changes to any astral body that the Coven has charted in real time. Just recently, Menaka came back to the Coven because of the elections. If we can get her on our side, we can easily win the confidence of every explorer witch in the Coven. I want to read something. I'm going to study more. And then I'll send Patrice out to do something. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic, academics. Witches so absorbed with the mysteries of this cosmos that they rarely do anything beyond studying it. They are one of the most, if not the most, prestigious demographics since they are constantly furthering our craft and talents. Although you don't necessarily need to be old to be wise, academics are the oldest demographic on average. You can count them as the biggest elder representation in this race. In fact, Cupressa is one of them, so she may have a slight advantage in this front. Strategy guide. Academics like quiet. Control, respect, protocol. They're pretty well off, so they'll welcome anything that maintains the status quo. Okay. Shall we make another card? No, I don't really have the energy for that right now. It would just be water and fire, which is everything. That's everything in my deck so far. Alright. I'd like you to... Part of me wants her to look for allies, because the more allies we find, like, the more people we're gonna get to meet. And meeting people is the most fun part of this game. Challenge an opponent's program. Jasmine. Specifically, let's go after this point of Jasmine's program. Gotcha, I'm on it. Okay. Okay. So not only are academics the most prestigious, they're also the largest group. Like, they're most prestigious and oldest. Okay. Let's read another. Or I could read an interactive fiction, but those take a long time. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic, producers. These witches have a penchant for milking the cosmos. Okay, so this is the one that's doing really well, that Jasmine's doing really well with. Be it gardening, mining, saving, or distilling dark matter, you name it. They pride themselves on providing. Without them, we'd all lose many comforts, to be honest. Producers and academics have an almost symbiotic relationship. Producers fund academics' endless research, and in exchange, they reap the latest techniques for furthering the exploitation of this universe. Jasmine is one of them, so she'll have the upper hand of this demographic. Strategy guide. Producers have historically felt underappreciated and overworked. To cater to them, increase their quality of life and relevance. Okay. I think I'll read some interactive fiction to get some energy. I'll pick an interactive tale at random from my collection. The Hand of the World by Ava Sid. The girl was ambling along the path, shrouded in the smoky haze of dawn. She was crying. The words of father still echoed in her head. The warmth of his last kiss still beat on her cheek. Since you were born, I knew there was something strange about you. It's time for you to join your kind." And without further ado, Father left her in the thick of the night. The path was narrow and marked a trail that was easy to follow but hard to swallow, a slight furrow of land that led to a whole new life. After hours of walking, the girls stumbled upon the knocker of a trapdoor on the ground, right where the path ended. It was a beautiful and antique-looking piece, a hand carved in bronze holding a sphere between its fingers, a globe. She pulled gently, and the hatch reacted to her touch by opening diligently. The globe was waiting for her. The girl entered the blackness beneath the floor, groping the height of the steps until she emerged into a dimly lit room. As her eyes became used to the gloom, she spotted the hunched silhouette of a woman at the back of a vaulted chamber. "Welcome, my child. From now on, you will be the daughter of another flesh, the sister of another blood. Are you ready for the initiation rite?" "I have no choice." "You carry within you the primordial force that secretly rules this world, but such a power needs to be tamed. Power requires sacrifice, just as the world needs balance." The woman approached her. Her skin was wrinkled like the ridges of a freshly plowed field. "The force rests in the space between pairs of opposites. We must relinquish one of our senses to focus that force. Sight and hearing govern the rationality of people. Smell and taste drive their emotions." The girl struggled to understand. "What about touch?" "That is the only sense we cannot renounce. We are the hand that steadily rules the becoming. It is a tool for channeling our magic." The girl scrutinized the woman's face, wondering what her choice would have been and what kind of magic she would flaunt. She thought it would be easier to live without some senses than others. Surely there was a catch. "Do not be afraid. Look inside yourself, and you will know the right choice," said the woman. I think it's taste and smell that were emotion, and hearing and sight that were rationality. Let's. I think that by giving up one of these, we become more rational, so I kind of want that. Maybe that'll help me with earth or air. "Should I do without the countless fragrances with which nature enraptures us?" "You have chosen to forego the sense of smell, the mighty wave that envelops the most profound desires with significance." Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of smell because, I always used to be the kind who would go into the Yankee Candle store at the mall or the Bath and Body Works store and just smell everything. Smelling things is fun when they smell good, but if things smell bad, they smell really bad. I don't like smelling bad things, so I everything else seems too vital. Your renunciation will also be your force, because only from the humility and detachment can you exercise power. From now on, you will be able to color the nuances of desires and nurture them with meaning. Ah, damn it. So by choosing to renounce smell, I became more in charge of emotion and stuff. Okay. Yep, okay. That gave me more water. I don't think I have enough of anything to make a card, so let's read another demographic study. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographics: warriors. Hunters, guardians, soldiers, specialized in all kinds of combat and cosmic warfare. They keep us safe, provide rare materials from demons and other dangerous beings, and they also craft weapons. It's the hardest group to belong to, and as it's a very demanding occupation, we barely count a dozen in our coven. Dahlia is one of them, and I'm sure she'll have their undying support no matter what. Yes, they were 100% with her. Strategy guide. Warriors are extremely loyal, so unless something exceptional happens, they're going to be on Dahlia's side. Okay. I guess I don't have a choice right now but to make a card. That's usually what they want me to do when there's nothing else for me to do. Yeah. Okay, I'll make a card. I don't have that much to work with, but I can do it. Okay. Um We've used up all our water stuff. Let's sow chaos and make another fire card. War is meaningless. God, I need a lot of earth for these special arcana. And air. Which one is this? The last coyote gunslinger out to hunt down the kinds of... Oh, I don't have enough energy for that one. Dang it. Alright, let's put the banner bearer who surrender to everything. Let's put him on the battlefield. Considered puny cowards, these witches know there's nothing braver than to charge into the battlefield with a cloth instead of a sword. Alright. We're not gonna have enough energy for any of these. Yeah. How about the blue light torch? Alright, where on this battlefield do we want this little mouse warrior? How about standing in front of a catapult? How about we have him holding the torch, actually? Yeah. And the flag is Actually, this is a her, isn't it? It's a witch, so it's a her. And the flag is stuck into the earth, waving behind her. And these wraiths fill the air. The ground is covered in flame. There are swords stuck into the ground. The mouse is surrendering by burning it all down. Alright, we got some familiars in the window. Blood-soaked army. War distorts our feeling. The banner extends a challenge. The light of the blue flames bring forth trouble. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. Judgment, test, rivalry, tragedy, change, rebirth. That's how I'm feeling about right now. Abramar, is it okay that you're showing yourself right now? That's probably a mistake. Oh, he's there, but he's invisible. Alright. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. And this looks like it's from Kaya. Is it okay? Are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you? Hugs, Kaya. Okay. Alright. Hey, Abramar. I'm back from my spy mission. I uncovered some history related to Dahlia's work which we could spin an angle from. Some decades ago, there was this revolt called the Nightmare Uprising that had to be quenched by the Arbiters. Apparently, a group of witches started to tame demons and use them to control several mortal communities. They did so by using the demons to infiltrate people's nightmares and alter their minds. The increase in cults started to get out of control, both on Earth and on the Deerfolk worlds. Using the power harvested from all the worship, the demon tamers got bold and tried to control the arbitrage office using those very same nightmare incursions. They didn't succeed, of course, but the conflict lasted a couple of years until every single tamer was hunted down. In fact, many of them serve as arbiters today. Anyway, you're probably wondering how Dahlia fits into all this. Well, guess who it was that armed that small coven to begin with? Our very own Dahlia crafted the demon-taming daggers. And while there's nothing illegal about crafting daggers for witches outside our own coven, one could say it was irresponsible to grant them the armament that ultimately led to the Nightmare Uprising. In any case, even though the Arbitrage Office's investigation declared Dahlia absolved of any responsibility, the role she played in the uprising isn't something most witches are aware of. Just bringing it up may have some of our sisters questioning Dahlia's judgment, and to have that kind of debate in the air will surely weaken her support. But I doubt that Dahlia will be happy about anyone airing this issue. Okay. Go harvest energy. Your wish is my command. I'll get you some fresh energy. Please. Alright, it doesn't look like anything's changed there. So, let's talk to Thea first. And then talk to Kaya, and... Phew. Gosh, this is so hectic. Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. What's this about, an active conflict? Should we be worried? Well, there is an internal war going on within the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. So the Arbitrage Office had to intervene to minimize casualties, and above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. First and foremost, we want to ask every coven to refrain from engaging in combat, no matter what the sculptures offer. Should you wish to offer assistance, keep it humanitarian. In fact, there is someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel has been very valuable to me, and by extension to the Arbitrage Office. Maybe you will be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. We need to bring some order into this chaos. Very well, I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Shouldn't the Arbitrage Office be neutral? Not exactly. We have an objective, and that's to preserve peace within Witch Society. Our policy is to avoid meddling in internal conflicts unless they become a threat to the rest of the community, like in this case. When the shit hits the fan, we do whatever is best to keep the turmoil in check. And in this case, we thought your newfound party is the best suited to this specific issue. I see. I'm giving notice to the office. They will tell Zira, the representative of the refugees, to make contacts with you. Okay, I can't promise anything, though. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decide if there is something your party can do to help. That I can do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? Ha, no way. Protocol, protocol. Okay, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. Bye! Alright, ooh. Oh, we have a lot of people coming to visit us. It's a moment of truth. Let's confirm whether our paths align or diverge. Not yet. This is Menaka. My name is Menaka. I am one of the Explorer Witches of our coven. I am meeting with members of every party to assess the best prospect for our projects, the considered research of this cosmos, and of course the well-being of all our sisters. I love your familiar. It's a flying fish. But I want to talk to Kaya. Hello! Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Living my best witch life. Yeah? You bet. As you predicted, or maybe inspired by your prediction, I got super into growing magical peppers. Witch gardening is so much fun, especially if you can time skip and see a whole plant grow in a matter of minutes. Oh, some witches believe that time is a super important ingredient when growing stuff, and that a time skip hinders the qualities of the harvest. Oh yeah? I'll research more about that then. But still, the Lust Reapers are spreading furor amidst our coven as we speak. You got to them this fast? Oh yeah, and they work wonders. Here, I brought you some. Yay, thanks. What am I going to do with them? Wow, thank you. I'm not sure if I'll get to use them, but it's good to have some around, I guess. Even just by yourself, they make for the most intense session, if you know what I mean. Let's change the subject. Where are we keeping those, just out of curiosity? On this wall somewhere? I'm sure we won't be able to, to use them. How are you settling in? Well, I'm still trying to find my place. Magic, understanding the cosmos, and all that, well, that's a thing. But I can't help feeling lonely. How so? I don't know. I don't feel like I belong in this coven yet. I'd like to be part of a project or something. I see. That's actually why I'm here. You just tell me frankly if it'd be too much of a nuisance, but I'd like to join your party, please? I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee, or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board? I mean, I don't want her tangled up in politics, but there is an achievement attached to this. And I want to see more of her. I love her so much. And, you know, she'd be a boon to us. Like, she's the thing that convinced me that Dahlia basically used her to convince me that spreading Adana's remains across the cosmos was the right choice. And that's a stance we've taken in our own campaign, so hell yeah, we'd be thrilled to have you. Yes! Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm gonna do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something for you to help us with. Understood. Are we gonna tell her about Abramar? Is it true that you kicked Cupressa out of your home? Yeah. She was asking us to drop out of the race. Ha! Worth losing all these votes then. She's telling everyone about your lack of diplomacy and how you're not fit to rule. But we'll overcome this. Just try to stick to diplomacy in future meetings, please. Jasmine organized a meetup in her garden to get to know all the novices better. I don't know what transpired at the little tea party, but many of them want to support Jasmine now. Let's be careful. Okay. Hey Kaya. I'd like you to just be nice. Promote our program. Let's focus our efforts on this group. Well, novices. Oh, exciting! I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. I'm back. Great move attacking the quorum with the eldest ideas. We took voters from both Jasmine and Cupressa. Okay, the most important thing to me right now is that Cupressa doesn't win. Honestly. We especially picked up support from novices, explorers, and warriors. Ooh, explorers. Oh, academics. We need to focus on academics, I think. I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities. Nice, I have some ideas in mind already. Oh, now we have 3 colors. Kaya is the light orange. Patrice is the dark orange. Alright. Oh my god. Hello, my name is Zira. Me and a group of my sisters are fleeing from a conflict in our former coven. We are being hunted and executed. We are desperate. I beg of you, hear me out. Not yet. Let's talk to Menaka first. Oh damn, you look awesome. Hello, Fortuna. Nice to meet you. Likewise. It's an honor to meet with the head of the explorers. Ah, I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. I know many witches hold you in great esteem, not only explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughterly love. But there's no such thing as a head, leader, or chief of explorers. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. I won't deny that. My word carries more weight than I'd like, but that's not something I sought out. I'd never brandish that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit right before you were exiled? Oh yeah? At that time, we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. That's dangerous. Oh, whoa, I would have loved to be a part of that. No, Fortuna, that's dangerous. Well, unfortunately, that project was cancelled after we lost a young explorer to the black hole. The oracle that was helping us at that time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era, and that we'd probably never see her again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side it would have gone differently? We'll never know, I guess. Look at me talking about myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present, or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. It's quite alright. So you're visiting every candidate? How's that going so far? It keeps getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members. And I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright, no matter who wins. You love everyone? We were told to be diplomatic, and we don't want to play into Cupressa's hands. She said that we had a short temper, and we don't want to prove her right. The future will be brightest with us. Ha, switch to campaign mode, I see. I mean it. I'm sure you do. You all adamantly believe that. That's why I'm not worried at all. My vote will be egotistical, as will the vote of all our sisters, I'm sure. Personally, since I know there's no wrong option, I'm going to vote for whoever brings the coven closer to the interests of the explorers. So tell me, is there a way to count on your support? Ha, so blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in it. I'm curious about that. So, if it's not too rude to ask, I would like to experience your divination. Yes! This episode has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying the hecticness of it. The Pandemonium, you could say. I think that's an appropriate title for this chapter, but I've been itching to do some divination. Let's go. Specifically, how it may benefit the everlasting task of charting this universe. What did you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about somewhere I haven't been. Not so simple, considering you're famous for having been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Menaka to find. Should I overdo it and impress her, or should I stick to her request? I mean, overdue. Nah, let's try to impress her. Let's totally overdo this. Very well, I accept your challenge. Ha, it's not a challenge, my dear. Well, you're right, it is a challenge, fair enough. You know, Menaka, it'd be a huge honor to count on your support. So I'm not only going to tell you about a place you haven't been, I'm going to tell you about what you'll find there. Oh, bold. Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck, and connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. It was not uncharted, she lost the chart. Okay. Guardian, Ego, Mercy, Wellness, Alliance, Courage. Okay, let's assign that to the place. A skull of a massive behemoth. Wormhole, take you to an undiscovered location. The Quarry Titans. I'm interested in the Quarry Titans. Plus, this will give me a lot of Earth. I think that these are all, like, places that can be used as spheres. This card is about, like, protection and stuff, and that's what the Quarry Titans were about, too. Like, mining things just to help people, you know? Close to the black hole you last studied, you missed the remnants of a planet once mined by the Quarry Titans. Are you sure? We charted that area pretty exhaustively. Maybe the high stakes of it all made you overlook the husk of a mined planet. It's not impossible. I can go sweep the area once more. Are you certain it'll be worth my time? I'm 100% sure that you will find it. Very well. I'll bet on your divination. And what will she find there? Look into their souls, ripe with the loneliness of the one who left their planet. Discovery and exploration. That's good. Yeah, that's what the astronaut's all about. Undiscovered mineral that will be coveted by many witch smiths. Meditation. The sister you lost. Nah. In this new place, you will find an undiscovered mineral that will be coveted by many witch smiths. I mean, I am like blatantly choosing the things that will give me earth because I feel like I haven't had a lot of earth energy. But I also feel like this fits. This will be this will be a discovery that she'll want to shout to the world. Witch smiths. And it makes sense with what the place is. An undiscovered mineral that will be covered by many witch smiths. Oh, exciting. Discovering something that propels magical society in new directions is one of the biggest honors and pleasures for an explorer. Enjoy it then. I will. What you just did, it's something else. I'm leaving immediately to explore. Can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. Alright. Ooh, we got so many people visiting. Ooh, we're gonna get a visit from Eugenia! Ah, that's exciting. Let's hear Abramar's report, and then I think I'll probably end the episode. And then I'll start recording a new episode immediately after, because I was iffy on this whole political campaigning thing, but I'm having so much fun with this. There's so much going on all the time, and oh, it's really exciting. Alright, Abramar, what do you have to report? Hey, I went for a trip inside a star and got this out for you. Nice. Will you make more cards with this? Alright. And you just keep harvesting energy. I want to make more cards. Alright. Actually, did that not save? 1 minute ago? Alright. You know what? I'll do one more visit. I expect that June Risha's will be pretty quick. After that, I think I will... Actually, after I meet with June Risha, I'll end the episode, I think. Yeah. So you didn't only choose the wrong side, you went so far as to found your own party just to make the same mistake. Good day to you too. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you. Whoa, coming on strong. You came all this way just to declare war? Yes. Super. To begin with, you can forget about getting any votes from the academics, and then I'll start working on the other factions. Blackmail her? We know her secrets, and it's a secret that we got from Adana's knowledge, our third eye. It could be risky, but I don't like her. So, and this seems like the shark mentality that Patrice was talking about, so let's threaten to reveal her secrets. You know, your beloved Adana left me a parting present. She gave me one of her eyes to peek beyond the fabric of reality. That's how I learned your Fate Mancer's disc is rigged, and that you are collecting information from every witch in a pinch without their knowledge or consent. I'm sure it'll be a problem for your holistic research if this information became widespread. What do you want? Oh, I want absolutely nothing. You just need to do nothing, and your secret will be safe. Very well, but I'm still voting for Jasmine. Completely understandable. You can leave now. See you in Congress. Alright, Kaya's back, and we will check in with her when we come back. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I need to take a few sips of my tea to rest my voice, but then I am coming right back and recording another episode because, oh my god, I am so into this. Alright, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood.